Hey folks, I wanted to quickly cover this. This is one of the most depraved, nastiest, satanic things I've seen. I mean, this is the world we're living in right now, folks. And I can't even show you the full thing because it's so disgusting. I mean, I'll probably get flagged if I even play it, but um, so there is a pub in Eugene, Oregon called Old Nick's Pub, and I guess every month, um, once a month, I think they hold drag shows. For years, they've been infamous for um, showing, demonstrating how kink stuff that they're into and all this degenerate stuff. Well, the venue is now hosting drag shows for children this weekend, featuring a performance by an 11-year-old child at free admission for kids 10 and under. And this is what's going to be involved. I mean, I can't even show. Oh boy, I'm putting my hand up to the screen, but the screen recording. I can't even show. I mean, hang on. I'm gonna have to do this kind of. I mean, this is pretty bad. Got like a big fat lady with devil horns, bondage outfit. It's got a strap on. There's a guy that comes out in a they're humping. A guy with laser nipples. Guy comes out and they have like a weird voice over it with like a lady going. I don't know if you can hear it.
By the insidious.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like a demon fetus. I mean, this is. Yeah. 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 So, I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. Oh, so, but, so here's the cover for it. If you're in Eugene, Oregon, or if you're in the area, you need to go down there and you need to crash this thing. You need to go in there and make a fuss, make a big scene. Get in there. The problem is that all these places. I'm in a rural area in Washington State, so I can never even. If they had one that was nearby, within maybe 30 miles, I'd probably go. But there's none. I've had trouble even look. I've been looking, trying to see if I can even find any, but I don't know these events to crash. But this is sick stuff. Join us for our all-new journey into fantasy and story with local favorite drag queen, Melina. She will enchant us with fairy tales, new and old, with special guest queens, performances woven within this all-new, all-ages drag event you won't want to miss. No, I think I want to miss it. And the venue also holds bondage, fetish, and voyeur nights, letting adults explore their darkest parts of their dreams. Fetish nights, a place to show off your kinks and be a voyeur to others' kinks and fetishes. Come help us kink out with our previous fet night. There will be demonstrations of flogging, fire cupping. I don't even know what that is. I don't want to know. rope bondage, rope suspension, and more. And as always, tastes are available for the public as well. Taste. Black clothes or fetish attire mandatory to be admitted. Please practice consent or be asked to leave. $10 cash only at the door. So, now here's. Now this girl, not to mention this poor girl has been mentored by a convicted child pornography creator and distributor. One can only hope the odds are in her favor that she has never been a victim of abuse. Kelsey Boren is jailed and awaiting trial on child porn charges. She is pictured with Vanellope, who she refers to her as her drag kid. Al Wise Craving is both her Instagram and Facebook handle. I'm trying not to think hard about what she might always be craving. She worked with special needs kids. So, wow. Females. Their response. Let's see what this is. Eugene pub staff and performers received death threats in response to planned drag queen story time. And this was only about 2 days ago. Let's play this. If I can even get to load.
A pub in Eugene has become the latest victim of hate directed at drag queens. And the venue.
Oh, hang on, folks. My sound's turned off.
Word got out about a drag queen's storytime event planned for Old Nick's Pub this Sunday. The business started receiving threats, and people online started spreading misinformation about what the event is. Now the pub's manager is trying to clear the air. We spoke with KECI 9 News reporter Mike Cerullo about that recent backlash.
It ranges from slurs to death threats to bomb threats.
This small pub in Eugene is getting attention from people around the world.
People in the UK are mad about it for some reason.
A drag queen story time featuring an 11-year-old performer planned for this Sunday is at the center of the controversy.
It is an event where a drag queen comes and reads children's books to children.
Pub manager John Voost says there's not much more to it.
The drag queen might do.
It's a pub. This is not. Bars were never for kids. Drag is not for kids. This is sick stuff.
Do a lip sync number to like a Disney song.
But for the past few days, Voost says misinformation has been spreading online, fueling threats of violence.
I'll be, completely honest. It's been really anxiety-inducing, coming to work and just kind of having that sick feeling in the pit of your stomach where it's like, okay, what is it going to be today?
As for the young performer set to make an appearance, the pub's owner says she's been doing this for several years. It's something she enjoys.
This is an event where there is a child who wants to be a part.
Oh, they're calling him a she? See, this is how crazy it is.
And who
this
wants
is a
to
woman.
Perform at it. And we want to make sure
That's
that
one ugly
that child
woman.
has that opportunity in a safe environment.
The misinformation makes assumptions about the child's past contact with a former Veneta Elementary School instructional assistant. Kelsey Metaborin is facing multiple charges related to child pornography. The young performer's family released a statement Thursday clarifying she has not had any contact with Metaborin since before the pandemic began. They say the relationship between the two was strictly professional and they only interacted 4 or 5 times. Voost says the pub has been working with the Eugene Police Department to make sure everyone is safe in the days leading up to the event, during the event, and afterwards.
We're here. We're going to continue providing a safe space for performers and for children. And, no matter what kind of people come out of the woodworks and try to threaten us or intimidate us, we're not going anywhere.
The drag queen story time is set to take place at 11 o'clock Sunday morning. Reporting in Eugene, Mike Cerullo, KEZI 9 News.
Wow. Listen, at this point, we need to start not getting violent or anything, but we need to start crashing these events so that you can make a scene, get on the news, and get some coverage. So some of these normies that are kind of asleep and not paying attention start waking up, because this is some sick stuff right here. Wow. I mean, some of these kids have been getting molested, and you can look up an article, I think it was like 200 something, 279 or 276 teachers just this year alone now have been molesting and raping students at schools across the country. It's rampant. It's everywhere. So there you go, folks. If you're in the area, it's your civic. Oh, sorry to. It's your civic duty to get in here and crash this event. If you have to go undercover or something, but these people need to be exposed. These devils. Yeah, I'll just read the whole thing. Woes to the wicked, and this is from Isaiah 5, the King James Bible. Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. In mine ears, said the Lord of hosts, of a truth many houses shall be desolate, even great and fair, without inhabitant. Yea, 10 acres of vineyard shall yield one bath, and the seed of an homer shall yield an emph. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them. And the harp and the viol, I don't know what some of these words are, the temperate and pipe, just like merrymaking, and wine are in their feasts, but they regard not the work of the Lord, neither consider the operation of his hands. Therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Therefore hell hath enlarged herself, and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory and their multitude and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it. And the mean man shall be brought down, and the mighty man shall be humbled, and the eyes of the lofty shall be humbled. But the Lord of hosts shall be exalted in judgment, and God that is holy shall be sanctified in righteousness. Then shall the lambs feed after their manner, and the waste places of the fat ones shall strangers eat. Woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as it were with a cart rope, that say, let him make speed and hasten his work, that we may see it, and let the counsel of the Holy One of Israel draw nigh and come, that we may know it. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that puts bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward, and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. Therefore, as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the chaff, so their root shall be as rottenness, and their blossom shall go up as dust. Because they have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One in Israel. Therefore is the anger of the Lord kindled against his people, and he hath stretched forth his hand against them, and hath smitten them. and the hills did tremble, and their carcasses were torn in the midst of the streets. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still, and he will lift up an ensign to the nations from far, and will hiss unto them from the end of the earth, and behold, they shall come with speed swiftly. None shall be weary nor stumble among them, none shall slumber nor sleep, neither shall the girdle of the loins be loosed, nor the latchet of their shoes be broken, whose arrows are sharp, and all their bows bent. Their horses' hooves shall be counted like flint, and their heels like a whirlwind. Their roaring shall be like a lion, they shall roar like young lions, yea, they shall roar and lay hold of the prey, and shall carry it away safe, and none shall deliver it. And in that day they shall roar against them like the roaring of the sea, and if one look unto the land, behold darkness and sorrow, and light is darkened in heavens thereof. So that's something for you to think about for the current degenerate state of the world we're in. So, God bless.